So, welcome into a new adventure. This is day one, minute one of a new world. We have started a world for the Den. The Den is the call name or the Discord name of my friend Crimson Moon. So, this is going to be a world where viewers can join along. If you follow either myself or Mr. Moon, join his Discord page. You will find the invite code where you can come play along with us and enjoy and experience the world as we do. We are about 4 minutes away from opening the world up to everybody else. It's completely vanilla. We haven't done anything. Moon's died a couple times here, but we're going to open the world up to everybody and see what shenanigans can come about. Hopefully, we'll find a home, probably over there, and try to make a little starter house and get started. And so as you can see, some things have changed. This is actually a couple of days later. I've decided that I'm going to be streaming every Sunday at 7 AST. And people that come on can follow or watch or join in. And so far, the world has been very, very active. See the world? There's a mushroom island out there. So I've started down here, and a couple of viewers have come on and started their own little base. Currently, we've already got four more people on. The world has been super active, actually. This is a very early play session for me. And so what I've done, I've started, my starter house is going to be a boat. Over here, during live streaming on Twitch, Spaceball lost a parrot, so he made a little shrine. And there's another little mini house going on here. But I started a boat. I've decided I don't want to go this way. I'm going to go with a different wood type. I want to go with, I always call it mahogany. Cheaper. Mangrove. I want to go with the redwood. I thought I could get away with solid blocks, but I do need a partial block. I need like stairs and stuff down through here to kind of fill in the space. So I'm going to change this all out for mangrove. So we're going to go live on Twitch and go experience that. Now, I have done a little bit off camera. I've got a little bit of resources in here, not very much. I dug up a little bit of iron and 1 block of diamonds. So I've got 9 diamonds to my name. I haven't spent them yet. But I'm going to stop all that, and we're going to go live on Twitch again and go collect some resources and make a better base. I like the gray, but I couldn't find a good partial block. I thought maybe deep slate, but no, I don't like it. I'm going to go get some mangrove. I believe I was looking around and there's mangrove about 1,000 blocks that way. So we're going to go live on Twitch. Come join me anytime. Follow me or Mr. Moon, and you too can come play with us. And here we are, home sweet home. I've gone for about a 4-hour round trip of collecting some resources. My chat helped me out a little bit there, picking some blocks. I got some mangrove, brought that back to base. I've got some deep slate, that was already there. I went and got some, just came back from getting some terracottas. I got white, some gray, and some regular, and a little bit of calcite. And as well as some snow. We got a whole bunch of snow blocks. So now that we're back, I've laid out the block palette that I've been thinking of here on my boat, my temporary boat. And so I'm going to replace things with the wood of the boat's going to be this mangrove. And then there's going to be accents of black and this brown, as well as the snow will be like the sails, either that or calcite. Oh, no, not sand, calcite. The only thing I don't like about the snow is there's a really blue hue, which doesn't quite go well with the mangrove. I'm thinking this calcite might go a little bit better with it. Actually, all these colors kind of go well. So if I could, actually that might be a good color for the mast. So we're going to go here a little bit of ways away from the ocean, or from the shores. Just fair enough a ways. And we're going to transport this over to here and make it red. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see this very well, but that's where my old boat was. Most of it's tore down, and I just moved out 30 by 30 blocks to give me a bit more space to build. And I've made the bottom of the boat a little bit wider and a little bit deeper than it was before. It's 9 wide now instead of 5. And it's red the whole way down, and then I want to try to have this wood. I'm accustomed to like a boat having a keel. I think that's what you call it. Ugh, early game is so rough. I don't have any armor or food or water affinity. I just drowned and I'm almost out of food. Anyway, so doing this all early game is super fun. But yeah, so I'll get kind of the shape of the boat here now and with a keel. And so now we're going to expand the boat up above water a little bit, probably like 3 more blocks, and then expand it outward as well. So the front of the boat's going to come up to a point to have like the mast come, not the mast coming, but the point of the boat coming out, and then the back of the boat should be up a little bit, and we'll put like a deck or a house inside of it. And I'm thinking like maybe 1 or 2 masts, and I like that idea of the boats that have a very angular sail on the front. So this is gonna be quite big actually. Kind of, maybe it needs to be a little bit longer. I'll play around with it. The other thing is once I have it up and going, I've crafted a whole bunch of stairs, and what I'll do is I'll replace a lot of these with staircases so that the light will actually go through them. But we'll get to that later on. Things might look a little bit different. I got a little bit ahead of myself and I forgot to record a bunch of stuff. So the boat's not done, but let's get a bit of a distance here and take a look at it here. So we raised the boat up out of the water a couple of blocks. The front of the boat is up on an angle, and there we go. So yeah, the server's really active. It's 7 or 8 people on. So I raised the boat up a couple of blocks. I added a couple like partial blocks to fill in the angles, to get the angles a little bit better. And I still have more block variety to do, but I gave it the shape of like a pirate ship. So there's an upper deck and a cabin, just 1 mast, and we'll take a look at this from up front. I tried to make the sail look like there was air in the sail, and the material of the sail is the snow that we collected up over there just a second ago. So I need to do some more. Maybe I need a couple blocks out of here, and I need to connect the sail to the whatever these are called with rope. So it's a work in progress. We're still I have I've got 1,000 things I still want to do to this. Yeah, I still want to put like some kind of symbol in the sail too. I'm not quite sure what to do. The rest is like I started with full blocks and I came back in with stairs and steps and different colored blocks to try to get some variety in the shape and the size. I like using stairs in this situation on a boat to give you the visual lines through it. Then if you go inside of the boat, as you can hop off here and get in, I put a bunch of barrels, and there's still more decorations to do, so we'll get like minecart rails up here. When you put minecart rails over top of barrels, it looks like they're strapped down. But this is like my bulk storage for like decoration blocks and stone and sand and all that stuff, so it'll all be separated with signs. And there's room for even more. I could put more in. What else do I want to show you? These give you like a little bit of a sight line out, these little stair blocks. You can get up here on the cow, and I think there's going to be like a rope that goes from here up to there, stuff like that. Get to the foredeck here. So there's a lot of space here actually. I left trapdoors down the middle so that you can get in here, and a lot of the storage is underneath here. It's not all done and sorted out yet, but things like all the different wood types I've got all sorted out to the side. Mob drops and stuff like that. So there's actually a ton of room down here for storage, and you can see what I talked about before. These are half slabs and stair blocks, so the light sources here will pass through this. I do want to replace these torches all with like solid light sources like a torch or things like that. Here on the main deck, this needs a little bit more work. I wanted to bring in a bit of a variety of colors. So I went with some terracotta here to give a bit of interest. I don't like the fact that there's no depth, so I might change these blocks out for something else in the future. You move up here to the top, and we still have to put in like the steering wheel, whatever you call that on a boat. Sorry for the words. Up in here so you can look out and take a look at where you're sailing. We also have to put a rudder on the back of the boat. So that's something else to do. I decided up here to go with these trapdoor floors, and I'll show you in a second why. It allows you to have a floor and a ceiling that's not very big so that you can get some headspace. Again, so the upstairs here still has a lot of changes to do. I'm still not sold. I like these that I can hop on and hop off. And then we've got a little cabin, just a little cabin. It's only a couple blocks wide. There's still actually tons of room and storage in here, so I can do things like separate my food from my mob drops from all the different things. And this, like I said, this allows me to do different things. So these trapdoors are on the top of one block, but on the bottom of the other. So if I put a full block underneath of it, I can then actually leave the top open or closed, so I can put decoration blocks on either side. But if I went with a half slab here, I wouldn't have enough space to actually get it. Well, yeah, maybe I would. Anyway, I like it better like this. We still have a ton of like all the tiny details like carpets and flower pots and stuff like that. There's still thousands of things to do. So let me work on this a little bit more, and we'll try to show you the finalized starter house for the season 1 of the Den. Well, that's another quick run, and I think I've got most of what I wanted for making some decorations. I raided a couple villages. I have a couple like workstations and horse armor and bells, and what I really needed was some iron and some lanterns to get the lighting done, and a couple pieces of wool, and I think that should be about what I need to get the boat kind of done. So we'll get the boat like mostly decorated, and then maybe take a quick little tour around and show you just how active this world has been so far. So strangely now, I think that's good enough for today. There's some more decorations I want to do, but I just don't have access to the blocks yet. And I'll leave those for an upcoming episode. So what I've done is I put little tie-down straps on the barrels that are on deck with the rails. I've got some armor stands that need some armor, but they'll be holding things in different poses. I'm not sure if they're going to be like armor sets or like crewmen on the boat. We get a bunch of lights around, it's super safe. Some lights underneath. The lights shine through all over the night. A little bit of lights on the sails so that it lights up the top of the peak. I can use a little bit of glow lichen on here because I think that little bit might be spawnable. I think this might need to be these stairs might need to be a different color. But all in all, I'm pretty happy. The down below deck isn't a whole lot different, just some solid lights. Yeah, pretty much it. A couple of other workstations. So this is a functional space down below. In here, the deck, or the main place in here is pretty stuffed full of workstations inside. Like, it's pretty busy in here, right? You got smithing tables and blast furnaces and smokers and every workstation here except for the blazer, the potion, the brewing stand. So that'll come in the future, and it's gonna be right here. But yeah, this is a good little starter house. What else could a person ask for? So I think we're going to do for the end of the episode here is let's take a quick tour around and see some of the shenanigans that are going on around the server without giving away too much. Most people are still at like starter base stage. Spawn is right beneath that jungle tree that somebody chopped down. And just straight over here, there is a mushroom island, and a couple people have set up base here. There's a giant mushroom island just over there that could be the potential like shopping area. And if it's not going to be a shopping area and nobody wants it, that might be where I make my mega base. But let's go travel and show you to Mr. Moon's house. Without showing off too much, welcome to T-Man's house. T-Man is a fellow streamer on Twitch who's a member of the Den. So we'll put his name up on screen. You feel free to stop by and say hi to him as well. Another member of the Den, a huge community, affiliated, working on Call the Wild. But let's head over to Mr. Moon's house. And over here on this side of the world is Mr. Crimson Moon, the owner of the Den, the leader of the pack. And this is his little starter house. Very cool design. And I see his name tag around the corner here. Mr. Crimson Moon, how are you doing today, sir? Oh,
hey,
fancy looking.
Come on in. How are you?
I'm just doing a quick little tour here. I just finished my boat, so I wanted to show people around the world a little bit.
Awesome. Well, make yourself at home. Feel free to look around. There's not much on the inside, but she's a work in progress.
It's still first week, man. It's still first week.
First week, yeah. I got some nice flooring going, though.
I just wanted to stop and say, too, like I didn't really expect there to be a whole lot of people on, and the server is full almost every day.
It's actually really cool to look at because I know that both our channels, the Den itself's growing. It's an awesome community to be part of, and I really do enjoy being here and playing on this one.
So for you viewers at home, if anybody's watching it and you do want to join in, the process is simple. You can follow Mr. Crimson Moon on his Twitch website.
Twitch, yep.
And his address will be on screen. Or you can follow me on mine. And then from there, you will join his Discord, where you can find the invite code to come along and play with us if you like.
Exactly.
Join the community.
Join the community. Join the Wolf Den.
So yeah, thank you very much, Moon. Maybe next week we'll try to do Dragon Fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds good to me.
Cool.
Thanks for having me.
See you, bud. And here's the starter base of yet another streamer on Twitch. This would be Space, and you'll see his name up on screen now too. And he's had about 4 starter bases now, but I think this is his host now, Personal Cargo. And he's building all of his stuff on stream as well. So just to show you, streaming is fine. YouTube stuff is fine. Spaceball13. We welcome all. There's a couple simple rules in the world, simple basic rules, but you'll find those on the Discord if you do want to join in. If not, maybe you want to follow along as the world develops. This is week 1. It's still all starter host materials. It's all simple stuff, but there are some pretty crazy stuff going on in this world. There's some automatic tree farms, villager breeder. It's going crazy in here. So as the world grows, we'll try to get out videos. Maybe not every week. I don't want this to be too stressful. This is meant to be a little bit of fun. But this episode should go out the middle of the day on Sunday, and I go live at 7 o'clock AST. That's Atlantic Standard Time on Sundays every week, as well as throughout the week if I can find the time. Moon streams Sunday and Wednesday for sure, and then again several other times through the week. But yeah, no, please feel free to come along and enjoy the ride with us. Let's get back to base for a second, and we'll talk about next week's plans. Now that we're back to base, I really like that boat. I worked away at it quite a bit. I really like the shape. Yeah, there's still some things to do, but that leads into next week. Oh, first thing though, just because I mentioned the fellow Twitch streamers, I don't expect everybody to come on here and want to stream or do social media versions of the game. But you are welcome. It's a way to express yourself and a way to have fun with others. We're just trying to grow the community. But let's talk about next week. Next week, what I need to do, starting on stream around 7 o'clock, is let's get rid of my old boat. I didn't have the iron to actually make a water bucket to get rid of this up until now. Next week, my gear is so bad. I've got a couple of diamonds. I made a pickaxe, but I've got broken iron armor and stone tools. We need to get experience. So the way to get experience in this game is usually the simple thing on Bedrock is to do a gold farm. You just portal tick and you get the zombie piglins fallen and you get the XP that way. We got fire spread turned off in this world. We did that for several reasons. So what I think I'm going to do next week is actually up around the corner here, there is an ocean monument. And so that is going to be the way that I get experience in this world. It's right over here somewhere. I'll find it. So in order to do that, I think it's right over there. Yeah. In order to do that, I should probably get some sort of water breathing. That means getting into the nether and getting some potions going. So yeah, we'll come over here and start making an ocean monument farm. Now I've done Stoic Epoch several times, so maybe it might be time to try something a little bit different. But this will be the experience. The Mushroom Island's right over here. It's probably outside of render. Yeah, just starting to render in there. But we'll bring over some water breathing potions and some milk, and we'll try to do this actually on stream tonight after the video goes live. So thank you for watching. A bit of a shorter kind of rambling episode than you would normally see from me. But this has been so much fun. To have 11 people on here right now, that's been crazy. Super fun. Yeah, so keep enjoying the season with us, and as it goes along, we'll bring you back as much as we can.